It's perfect. It's right across the road from the beach, so we can go for a swim every morning before work.
Well, it does mean we can afford it. I mean, this place would cost the earth even in Summer Bay.
Stop worrying about it. I've got it all worked out.
I just don't like the idea of going into too much debt, that's all.
Well, we're going to have to if we want to own our own home. Anyway, we'll end up making money in the end.
How?
Well, property's a good investment. House prices never go down.
Well, in the long term, maybe. But do we really need a place with 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms?
I thought Italians always wanted lots of kids.
Well, we do.
So?
All right, we'll look at the place, but that doesn't mean we're buying it.
Right, well, once you've seen it, it's got everything we could possibly want.
Oh, the only thing I want is you.
See, Ben, what did I tell you? It's exactly the kind of house we want.
Yeah, it's quite good.
Quite good. It is fantastic.
Well, how about we have a look at some of your figures?
All right.
You've made no allowance for legal fees, stamp duty, property survey, insurance.
Well, that wouldn't cost much more, would it?
Only about another $5,000.
Oh, well, we'll increase the size of our personal loan.
Look, let's be realistic. Your combined incomes are barely enough to cover the repayments. So unless you're going to give up eating and paying bills, you won't be able to cover a personal loan as well.
No, we can manage. I mean, I'll talk to the bank. Ben's got a good job. He'll be getting overtime. I'm sure we can do it.
I'm sorry. On these figures, you simply cannot afford the repayments. And I guarantee you the bank will see it the same way. I know how these guys think.
Have you got anything we can afford?
Ben?
I think so. Here we are. Suit first home buyer. Nice little place. You could make it cozy in no time.
He was so condescending. I mean, he was talking to us like we were kids.
Look, he was trying to be helpful. I mean, he did show us some other places.
Yeah, but they were dumps. Oh, great. Alice, you know Fred Scott?
Yeah, the real estate bloke,
Yeah, well, he was giving us a really hard time. We found this house that we really liked and he wouldn't let us buy
Oh,
it.
for a very good reason, of course. We can't afford it.
Oh, yeah, Fred's pretty straight.
Oh, we just have to save and wait till we get a decent deposit.
No, that makes sense. No point putting yourself into debt.
There you go.
All we have to do is tighten our belts and we'll be fine.
Look, I gotta go. I start my new job today. I don't want to be late.
Good luck, love.
Yeah, all the best. See ya.
You've got a nice, sensible bloke there.
Yeah, well, I think he's a bit too easygoing. I think he needs a bit of gentle encouragement.
Hello, Pippa.
How was your first day?
Oh, pretty good, actually, except for my feet. I've got blisters from these new boots of mine. You mind if I get a beer?
Help yourself.
Great bunch of blokes I'm working with.
Oh, that makes a big difference.
Yeah, it certainly does. McFadden reckons there'll be heaps of overtime coming up soon, too. Extra money will come in handy.
Yes, Carly showed us the photo of the house you wanted to buy.
Yeah, beaut place, isn't it? Bit out of our price range, though.
That's what I thought too, which is why we had to turn Carly down.
Right.
I mean, apart from the fact that Tom and I just aren't in a position to guarantee a personal loan, I really don't think you should be saddling yourself with the extra debt.
Well, I reckon you got a point there, Pippa.
I knew you'd understand.
Oh, I understand.
Geez, flat hunting is the pits.
Why don't you try and buy something? I mean, when you rent, you just throw your money away.
No, I don't want to tie myself down. Besides, when the resort went up, so did all the local prices.
I tried to tell everybody that had happened. Nobody'd listen.
Hey, Adam,
G'day, mate.
could I have a word with you, please?
Yeah.
Pippa told me you asked her to guarantee a personal loan.
Yeah, but she...
No buts, Carly. We pay our own way. If we can't afford something, we go without.
What's wrong? I'm the one that did the asking.
It makes no difference in my book. It's not going to happen again, you understand?
Well, how are we ever supposed to own our own home if we don't borrow?
We work hard like everybody else I know. Pippa told me you asked her to guarantee a personal loan.
Yeah, but she...
No buts, Carly. We pay our own way. If we can't afford something, we go without.
What's wrong? I'm the one that did the asking.
It makes no difference in my book. It's not going to happen again, you understand?
Well, how are we ever supposed to own our own home if we don't borrow?
We work hard like everybody else I know. Ben.
Hi.
Hi.
Ben, I'm sorry.
Forget it.
No, you were right. I shouldn't have asked Pippa to guarantee the loan.
And I shouldn't have gone off at you like I did, especially in front of your friends.
The house just looks so nice. I guess I just let it get to my head. I'll set my sights a bit lower next time.
We'll get ourselves a house. It mightn't be the Taj Mahal.
I don't care what it is. The main thing is you're still talking to me.
You know what we ought to do?
What?
We ought to get second jobs. Then we can save for a decent deposit.
Oh, sounds good to me.
You can work in between shifts at the diner and I can work nights.
You're not just saying this to make me feel better, are you?
I'm as keen as you are.
What is that meant to be?
Dinner.
Oh, Ben. No fiancé of mine is eating burnt baked beans for dinner. You're coming to the house for a decent meal.
All right. Oh, wait a sec.
Pip, do you know of any odd jobs going around the place?
You've already got one.
Yeah, but a second one part-time.
I suppose you could ask Ailsa for some extra shifts.
And I need something about 4 hours a night, plus weekends.
Do you think that'd be a touch difficult?
Can you keep your ears pinned?
Well, sure, if I hear of anything, I'll let you know, but aren't you two pushing things a bit far?
No, it's worth it.
It sounds a bit extreme to me.
Yeah, well, we've talked about it, and the house that we were looking at, well, it's way out of our league, but we could save up for something cheaper.
Yeah, all we have to do is rent for a while and save for a decent deposit.
When do you expect to see each other?
What do you mean?
Well, with all this work, you'll be lucky if you have 2 hours together a week.
Well, we don't really have a lot of choice.
Of course you do. Look, I know the house is important, but don't sacrifice everything to it, especially your marriage.
Well, Pip, we have to live somewhere.
Then can I make a suggestion? Why don't you come and live with us until you've got the deposit?
Yeah, why don't you?
You'd save a lot on rent.
Look, no offence, but married couples don't live with their parents.
They do in my family. My grandparents still live with us.
Yeah, well, that's different. You're Italian.
Not a matter of being Italian, it's just practical. Wouldn't need second jobs either.
I don't know, it's a bit weird.
Go on, it'd be great.
Well, where would we sleep?
Oh, well, you could have Stephen's room, and then Stephen could move into my old room, and I could move in with Sophie.
There you are. You see, Sally's got it all worked out.
We'd have our own place a lot sooner.
Well, I still want the second job.
Fair enough.
So what's the decision?
It's a deal.
Cheers.
Cheers.
G'day, Ben.
G'day, Elsa. Good news.
So have I.
But you first.
Well, I might have a job selling jewellery.
That's great.
What about you?
Barman of Yabby Creek, RSL.
Oh, how many nights?
4.
Oh, that's fantastic.
16 hours a week, $11 an hour. We're on our way.
Yeah.
Freddie Krueger's well and alive and living at Picnic Point.
Anybody who does housework 7 days a week and doesn't want any help with it can't be all bad.
Yeah, I might move in there myself.
Bobby.
Yeah, in the south.
Adam, you seen Carla?
No, I haven't, but I've been waiting for it for half an hour.
Yeah, what for?
Well, the money shows.
What money?
Adam, have you finished your lunch, or you gonna sit around taking up space all day?
Well, what's the matter? I just got it. $500 she borrowed from me.
Yeah?
Yeah, she lent it for that business thing she was buying into.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And I need it back, mate, like right now.
Listen, here's 50, mate. I'll go straight to the bank and get you the rest.
Oh, thanks.
You're so thick, Adam.
Well, what have I done now?
You're probably wondering why I didn't just tell you.
The thought had crossed my mind, yes.
This is going to sound really silly.
Oh, I'm listening.
Well, I didn't know when I met this guy that I had to actually buy the jewellery. I thought that I just had to sell it, and I thought that I'd make a lot of money out of it. I don't know, I just had some dumb fantasy that I'd come back and show you all the money that I'd earned and that you'd be really proud of me. Told you it was silly.
You're right, you know. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I don't blame you if you're angry at me. So we're going to forget about a second job for the time being?
Decided we'll stick with what we've got.
That sounds like a much better way to go.
Yeah, well, Ben thinks we should spend some more time together, and I agree. Even if it does take us a bit longer to save for a house.
Might as well have fun while we can, huh? How long did it take you two to get your house?
Oh, forever, mate.
Don't remind me. I can't even remember life before mortgages and repayments.
Oh, yeah, kids, school camps.
new shoes and pocket money.
So now, when we finally thought we'd seen the light at the end of the tunnel, weddings.
Sophie and I have got everything worked out.
What's that, Sal?
Your wedding, all the arrangements.
Oh, that's good of you, Sal. Certainly saves us a job.
Yeah. So, what have we got, Sally?
Well, Sophie and I are the bridesmaids, and Stephen, don't know what he's called.
Groomsman.
Oh, yeah, we have to book the church a couple of days before for rehearsal.
Oh, have you done that?
No, not for rehearsal, I haven't.
We better get on to it.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, and there's something else you've forgotten as well.
What?
What about Bobby? I haven't got anything for her to do at the wedding.
Bobby.
I want Bobby to be my matron of honour. I haven't asked her yet.
Just as well I'm here.
She was just so angry and so unreasonable.
Oh, maybe she had a hard day.
No, I meant the way she walked in and just tried to take over.
She is entitled to her own opinion.
Well, yeah, but she doesn't have to put me down every time I made a suggestion. Oh, thanks. I didn't try and tell her what her bridesmaid should wear when she got married.
Bobby's married?
Oh, she was. She's getting divorced.
Oh, I didn't know. No one ever told me.
Yeah, well, we don't really talk about it that much.
Why?
He ran off with one of our friends.
Oh, no wonder she's so upset. I mean, this must be hard for her, all those memories.
I didn't even think of that.
Was it in the same church? In the same people?
Yeah, mostly.
Mm.
Oh, no.
Nothing like good Australian meat pie.
The kids talked me into cooking a traditional Australian meal before you go overseas.
Yes, well, that's something I'm certainly going to miss.
Do you think you'll have a bed to sleep in?
Well, I'm sure I will. I've heard they look after the missionaries very well.
That's when they're not chopping them up and eating them.
Oh.
That's not true. For a visit sometime when my holidays come.
Oh, that's a lovely idea, Sally, but I'm afraid it would be far too expensive.
Well, everything's expensive. Been saving really hard to get you a going away present, but I still haven't got much.
Well, why don't you just get out your crayons and do me a drawing? That way I'll be able to put it up wherever I stay.
But I wanted to get you something special. Are you looking forward to your party tomorrow night?
Well, of course I am, although it will be a little bit sad saying goodbye to all my friends.
Yeah. And you're going to miss Carly's wedding too.
Oh, yes, I know, but I have got you a present.
Oh, silly, you shouldn't have.
Nonsense. A girl only gets married once. Hurry up, Pippa. I'm just about to give Carly and Ben their wedding gift.
That's very kind of you.
It looks like a book.
How to be a good wife, maybe. Carly's going to be the best, mate.
Oh, it's a Bible.
A very special Bible. Open it at the front page.
To Benito and Carly, may the Lord bless your union and provide you with a rich and fruitful life together.
What does fruitful mean?
That they'll have lots of children.
It's beautiful.
I'm sure that you and Benito will have every chance to fulfill what's written.
Oh, silly, this is your Bible. It belonged to you and Les.
Yes, it was an engagement present from Mummy and Daddy.
Les was Celia's fiancé. He died in Vietnam.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was a long time ago.
I'm sure he was a very special person.
He was. Losing him like that, oh, he's just someone I'll never forget.
Miss Stewart's never found anyone like him. Isn't that right?
Yes, it is.
It's beautiful, thanks, Celia.
Yeah, it's a wonderful present, thank you.
When I come back for a visit, I hope to see 1 or 2 spaces in the family tree filled.
What with?
Names. See? This is where we put the names of our bambinos. Our kids.
Ah. So that means when you and Carly have kids, I'll be an auntie?
Well, I guess so. Sort of.
Yeah, Auntie Sally. How do you feel about that?
I think I'm going to like it.
Good on you, son. I thought that was part of the deal.
Ben, you're not supposed to see the dress until the wedding. It's bad luck.
That was a wedding dress? Looked more like a sheet to me.
It's just a practice one. Make sure it fits before I cut the silk.
Well, in that case, I can see. Come on, out you come, Carly.
No, don't you dare.
Look, I haven't had a kiss for 12 whole hours. How do you expect me to survive?
You'll manage.
I'm starting to get dizzy spells, hallucinations.
All right, just one, and then you have to go.
Mwah.
Now, scoot. We've got work to do.
All right.
And make sure she doesn't eat any more pizza. She's putting on weight.
Oh, Pippa, I am not.
Don't worry. Italian men like their women built for comfort.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to get fat just for you, so forget it.
You try telling that to Benito Jr. when he arrives.
Men.
Well, you don't have to marry him, you know.
Well, I don't have a lot of choice. I can't live without him either.